We are getting ready for a socially distanced upcoming City Council meeting set for Tuesday, the 13th day of October, 2020. From Farmers Branch City Hall, this is the 121st edition of Council Countdown on FBTV. Hello again, everyone. I'm Tom Bryson. During the next few minutes, we're going to go into detail on the upcoming City Council consent agenda and run down other items on the regular agenda at this first regular meeting in October. First up, after a report on study session, members of the council will consider items placed on the consent portion of the agenda. There are a quick 3 items on the October 13th consent agenda. Agenda item I-1 is to consider approving the City Council meeting minutes for September 15th and the minutes for the special called meetings of October 6th and October 7th. Item I-2 is to consider adopting resolution number 2020-137, authorizing the execution of a residential demolition rebuild program incentive agreement for the owner of the property located at 14333 Tanglewood Drive. In an effort to improve the quality of housing opportunities in Farmers Branch, the City Council enacted a residential demolition rebuild program pursuant to Chapter 380 of the Texas Local Government Code to encourage the redevelopment of existing single-family detached residential properties with the construction of new higher-value single-family detached residential structures. Applicant Yuri Yermakov is applying for the demolition rebuild incentive for an existing residence located at 14333 Tanglewood Drive, which has an improved valuation excluding the land value of $209,450. The incentive for the range of $150,000 or more includes a 7-year rebate of municipal taxes based on the difference between the original and new home appraised value as determined by the Dallas Central Appraisal District. City Administration recommends adopting resolution number 2020-137. And agenda item I-3 is to consider adopting resolution number 2020-140, authorizing the participation agreement with the Texas Local Government Investment Pool. The Texas Local Government Investment Pool, or TEX Pool, is a public fund investment pool utilized by the city in execution of investing according to the City Council approved investment policy. TEX Pool requires changes to the city's authorized representatives to be approved via resolution. Due to recent changes in the finance team staffing, this resolution is required. The city's longtime controller, Maeve Strong, retired on September 30th. Pamela DeHaan, who has served as senior accountant for the city since 2002, was promoted to controller. Jeanette Naranja was hired as the city's new senior accountant also in September. Accordingly, these new staffing changes need to be updated with TEX Pool. The resolution adds Jeanette Naranja and Pam DeHaan to the authorized employees list and removes Maeve Strong. City Administration recommends adopting resolution number 2020-140. That was it for the consent agenda. Here are the other items coming up before the council on their regular agenda. Agenda item J1 is to conduct a public hearing and consider adopting ordinance number 3660, amending Plan Development District number 90, including but not limited to modifying the development standards and associated conceptual site plan for a multifamily development on approximately 16.14 acres generally bounded by McEwen Drive on the north and Blue Lake Circle on the south. Agenda item J2 is to conduct a public hearing and consider adopting ordinance number 3661, amending the comprehensive zoning ordinance, Article 4.3, parking and loading related to parking requirements for residential and non-residential uses. Agenda item J3 is to consider adopting ordinance number 3662, approving an annual update of the service and assessment plan and assessment roll for Mercer Crossing Public Improvement pursuant to Chapter 372 of the Texas Local Government Code. Agenda item K1 is to consider approving resolution number 2020-144, authorizing the city manager to execute a contract for social services with MetroCrest Services Incorporated in the total amount of $205,000 in fiscal year 2021, $210,124 in fiscal year 2022, and $215,376 in fiscal year 2023. Agenda item K2 is to consider approving resolution number 2020-142, authorizing the city manager to execute a contract for business development services with the Farmers Branch Chamber of Commerce in the total amount of $30,000 in fiscal year 2021, $20,000 in fiscal year 2022, and $15,000 in fiscal year 2023. Agenda item K3 is to consider approving resolution number 2020-143, awarding the bid and authorizing a contract with EAR Telecommunications, LLC, for the traffic signal improvement project for the intersection of Webb Chapel and Valley View Lane. Agenda item K4 is to consider approving resolution number 2020-145, authorizing the city manager to negotiate and enter into a contractual agreement for replacement of the Mansky Library roof. Agenda item K5 is to consider approving resolution number 2020-146, authorizing the city manager to negotiate and enter into a contractual agreement with Modern Contractors related to phase 1 of the Recreation Center renovation project. And agenda item K6 is to consider approving resolution number 2020-147, authorizing the city manager to award city bid 20-19 to Modern Contractors Incorporated related to phase 1 of the service center project. In addition, the council may recess into closed session, but will then reconvene into regular session to take any necessary action. And that will do it for the October 13th agenda. For more information on those items or the full agenda, log on at farmersbranchtx.gov. Every regular meeting of the Farmers Branch City Council can be seen live here on FBTV. That is Spectrum Cable Channel 16 in Farmers Branch, AT&T U-verse Channel 99 throughout this here Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, or online at www.farmersbranchtx.gov. This City Council information program will be made available simultaneous to the agenda posting on the Friday before each regular City Council meeting, and will air prior to the live meeting as well as before all council meeting replays here on FBTV. That replay schedule is at 6 p.m. 7 days a week. All meetings are subject to change, so stay tuned to FBTV for any updates and more information. In the meantime, the October 13th meeting of the City Council starts at 6 p.m. this Tuesday evening here at Farmers Branch City Hall. If you're able, we hope to see you here. Until then, I'm Tom Bryson, and you are watching continuing coverage of the Farmers Branch City Council on FBTV. Please stay with us.